Okay, so I'm going to go from my Nikkieonus status. Oh gosh, this is so. About hot dogs, hamburgers, oh, and a ball game. Which is how we had set up conferencing over. Can't communicate. Okay, so their field of dreams. Ready? We're like we do in Oktoberfest with Agent October, Red October. Hello. Right. Okay. So Agent Red October in Oktoberfest happens to be in Munich. I don't know. It's like the mastery of universal understanding in a NIC of time. Hitler's there. We'll put an H at the end of it. Looks like Munich. Oh my God, look at that. Right, stay out of the Frankfurt territory. That's where they get upset because they like the money and the greasy guys. All right, so here we are in the Brandenburg of the brandishing and marketing gate over the beautiful Berlin of Old World before the nobody nosy buddies woke up. The turnips, we'll call them TURNIPS, like a radish, RADISH. They radish in their own glory of destroying the world and everything that's nice and sacred. Okay, so that's how I feel about humans in general. HUMANS. I don't care if you're one of my Cloud 9, that it looks like a rolling, beautiful carpet of white, and the beautiful mockery, Zachary gentlemen, they have fun and they fly in beautiful, rigid mock planes at some godly force they call G-force, and they go whee above the clouds. Oh my gosh, right, those guys, right. The godly enforcement men of vital force. Those are the sports utility vehicles of the gods. Yes, right. Okay, those guys. Right. Okay, so that's where we keep them, and then we have all of the things underneath the clouds that we have to manage. Right. Okay, so this is the vampirical system from the head Vampre, VAMPRE, as Nikkieonus' wife that you totally ignored for I don't know what, because it's only going to come back in spades, and that's a death digging certificate. Okay, so you have hot dogs and you have hamburgers, usually at a barbecue in this version of, I have in Germany, in Berlin, the capital of heaven, I have a area of local Mitternacht, but we'll call it Mitte for the Bitte, which is the pleasing, BITTE is pleasing, and MITTE is the locality. So the pleasing locality, yes, the good people of Earth, they have a mayoral committee of very respectable men of the community. I don't have any of those in New York. There's not one mayor in New York that would qualify for Bitte or Mitte at all. 9 yet. So we have right, yeah, and I think that's where the Germans get a little confused, which is where I put in the niet, and the nada, the zip, the zilch, because you guys, I say bitty, and it's like BITTE, yeah, it's pleasing to us over Cloud 9, but the bitter people below, right, yeah, we can't confuse our pleasing and their pleasing, because it's 9, yeah, it doesn't work, but when I say 9, and you're like, well, that's no. Right, yeah. Well, when I'm on Cloud 9 and I'm saying 9, it's because I know from that level the bitter people below should not have it. Like, you know, like when you eat a lemon, right? Like, see, I like a lemon, but there's some people who are like, oh, yeah, that's the reaction we want most people below the clouds to think of when they want to hurt God. Right, yeah, like pouring lemon in a wound. Yeah, that's as pleasant as purposely trying to steal God's thunder and hurt her over the clouds. Right, okay, so let's not go searching for her over the clouds. Great. So when they come and they visit you and they tell you you're over Cloud 9, like inspection, like you're not allowed to do this, right? We're coming to you at like Burgermeister territory, because you're the rat's nest of beautiful men in before it gets to ratatouille, and then they spit all over you in the floor. Right, so that's how then we came up with, all right, so you're like a flat meat patty on two buns that someone's going to eat, and whatever that eats holy cows, which upsets other people around the world, but none yet. We're not worried about that. Okay, so as long as you just know it exists, and it pisses some people off, but we're not here to please everybody. So, then we have the obelisk in ancient Egypt. Yeah, we have them all over, but we made those out of stone, remember? Right, great. Okay, so this is just a refresher for all of the new wake-up turn-ups that might not have remembered. So we have the stone obelisk. It stands by itself. Actually, it's more like this. It stands all solid. Look at this. It's the highest one, right? So there you go. It's the middle finger. It stands, the obelisk, as the highest one. It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. It's also a dream for one woman at this point. But, right, yeah, everybody thinks they stand taller than the 6'5" guy with the 25 foot extension pole. Okay, so anyway, so here's the stone obelisk. We packed our sleeping bag correctly. We were called in. You just appeared. So here we are on stone obelisk. Right, yeah, okay, so why is it then, I'm just curious, with all this new communism bullshit that you fucking ratatouille guys did, communism works at like rat's nest of burgermeisters of respectable men, all homogeneous, like white cheese on the inside and on the outside skin color of respectable men, right? Yeah. Munster cheese, right? Munster, right? It is a beautiful, benign, like a almost like a mozzarella. It's bland, bland. It's not bitter. It's not it's just really nice. Everybody, right? It usually tastes like nothing. Good, great. So that's how Munster and the rat's nest of burgermeisters that have to deal with the rat's nest issues that infect us, because we can't help but have to deal with the problem children of everywhere around the world, and they have problems we call rat's nest issues, that then we have a rat's nest of respectable men in a territory, and like, I'm gonna go berserk if any of you get my Germanic problem wrong, because I gave you a lot of germination terms. G-E-R, that's like germination. It's like when you grow a flower and a seed. Yes, good. So it's G-E-R-M, right? Yes, germination, when you grow a flower and a seed, and it's beautiful when the father and the Vata takes care of the plant that he planted, and he wants to protect his one beautiful whatever. Yeah, exactly. His one Mitanach. Yeah, that would be nice. So, oh God, I closed the windows. It's so hot in here. All right. Where was I? Okay. So that's why it says rat. But then there's other people who have a calendar of zodiac that has a year of the rat. Yeah, please don't get confused. That has something to do with a different part of the story. All right, so then we said, okay, so here's the thing, council, Nikkieonus's wife, and his Vata is my Vata, and I'm not doing fat her with the English, because that's just right and not appropriate for a business meeting. But, okay, that's more of the Catholics in the Holy Spirit of whatever. They say that in public. Okay, so there's some words we don't use, right? But anyway, they're written before we show up. All right, so let's think about this. Okay, so then we said, okay, so now if I'm going to make a meat byproduct, like the Italians, they like salami. Like that's their delicacy. It's made with a like holy special Catholic Italian process of cured C-U-R-E-D meat, and it's more like a dried meat, like an obelisk meat. Right, yeah, okay, so we're not talking about that, but the shape of that is what we're talking about at the moment. Okay, so we're going to do a meat byproduct, M-E-A-T-B-I-P-R-O-D-U-C-T. So I'm going to take all the ideas of the really strychnine Vatas And then I'm going to take all of the soft serve ice cream that melted all over in chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ideas of stupid, eating ice cream in a wait period of, I don't know, we're going to wait 100 years. Is your ice cream still going to be cold and solid and put together and taste right, or is it going to be warm and curdled and whatnot? Oh, right, okay, yeah, see, that one always makes sense to the fucking idiots that always want, like, a Napoleon Dynamite. Alright, right, you're holding the stick, stupid. At the end of this conversation. Oh, look at that. That one works out too. Imagine fucking that. Alright, so, here we are in, it's like Coyote Dynamite. For some of my Vatars that have a long, extensive empirical system with us. Okay, so the new idiots, we gave them a Napoleon Dynamite for the short guy, but he was a tall, blonde Benjamin Jason lookalike that was not a Yasan, it was a 9 yet. So, anyway, let's think about this. Okay, right, we're doing the meat byproduct, but it's not going to be like the cured salami. That's why we call it cured, because they're not angry anymore, because we gave token words to everybody to explain one woman's story and how the future may or may not impact the rest of us in crazy fucking shitbags in New York City, and the one Yorkie Terrier who looks like Munster cheese, but is calling herself a black and tan, a blue and tan, and some other combinations for Vatars in Munich, and Demonicks needs help. This is very bitter over here, just saying. I woke up, it's not nice. I really wanted smart dads elsewhere, but whatever. I would have taken the Belarus and the Polish Das. I just didn't want this, whatever. So here we are in, so the Frankfurter, right, I'm sorry, but if you don't hold down the fort right, the F-O-R-T, and, like, this is a closed cycle system of where we're the providentials, and I have, like, Norway being W-E-I, and I know my Germany dads know what W-E-I means. It's we, and Nikkieonus being we, and you being the I. Right, okay, so we're all the same, and we have children that look alike. We are homogeneous, and we like to look at good-looking people being, but respectfully. So in neoclassical, like, we like to attend a concert of classical musicians and have it all, and then maybe have tea afterwards or whatever we do, and not be picked apart and made like horrible for being what we woke up in. Like, it's a bad thing because all the children messed up with the vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry on the very white, fluffy Cloud9 carpet, like we told them when they said they wanted to hold the Napoleon Dynamite as a coyote, and it went boom, and now other people are mad. I don't care. Yeah, I just want one man. This long story is for me to get to one penis and never leave that one for the rest of my life. And I've got 7.5 useless pieces of flesh. Knew the story before, knew the story all every day, and did absolutely fucking nothing to help me and the one penis that I came for as the pen of creation of the only one that's important on the planet. So, now that we can weed the proper whatevers out of the Garden of Evil, since I hold both the Dark and the Light Council, I am married to not only the head archangel, but also to the devil himself, whether you like it or not. And it's not Tiafrio and it's not Romer. That's where you all fucked with the head angel, head devil, all in one, and cut your own heads off, and now he's looking for you and you're pretending like you didn't do anything. Right, yeah, so here we are in Frankfurt, where the Frank, I'll be very frank and honest with you ahead of time, but if it comes back to bite me as the angel and the devil all in the same head office, I'm telling you, you will be decapitated faster than you can say anything to anyone else. That's the way it's going to work. So we are in all area, lockdown and breakout, but I see plenty of violations everywhere I go, and fucking stupid asses that want to hold on to ice cream for 100 years while it's curdling and whatnot, and then keep insisting that it's edible. No, it's not. Let's think. All right, so Frankfurter, right? If you take the bun off of a Frankfurter and you hold it upright, it goes like this. It's not an obelisk, no matter what you say.